Yesterday was a very, very good day for Arizona football. Now, again, anything can change. Totally get all of that. But everybody of impact was at practice, whether they were actually playing or whether they were watching, with some various injuries. Everybody was there. And this also shows a little bit of the quiet optimism that the staff has had behind the scenes about being able to keep this roster intact, Skier.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to what I, was told by a member of the coaching staff, which is basically like, we're going to lose a few guys, but we're going to make it out of this thing pretty good. And look, there's a lot of hype yesterday. There's still 14 more days of this. So it's not over by any means, but yeah, I mean, to make it through the first day when you got other coaches trying to get after your guys and nobody of note is really gone, I think that says a lot.
Yes, that was very, very good. And again, there's going to be players, if you were to go onto some Washington message boards, they would have you believing that the entire team was going to Arizona. We will stand strong. We will stand strong. It is going to take a community effort. Tacario Davis, that is the one that is obviously the one that is on most people's minds, because let's be honest, no Fafita, T-Mac, they're not going anywhere. They are here. And we are grateful that they are here. But Tacario Davis is the one because, again, he is incredibly talented. He's an NFL-type defensive back. Arizona is very thin at the cornerback spot. We 1,000% need Tacario Davis to be back in the A next year.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, that's the big one. Like, yeah, there's some other guys we were skeptical of and all that. Tacario's a big one because all of a sudden you lost your starting corners. It's one of those positions in the portal that's at a premium, so you're going to have to overpay now for a corner or whatever you want to call it. It's that to me is vital. That's the guy that I really have a close eye on. The other ones, no offense, but it's like they're probably replaceable or at least close to being replaceable in the portal.
All right, TLN, this is a very good question. I get this quite a bit, but it's also very interesting. So if Jed isn't getting T-Mac, why is he telling everyone he is? Because it's a big wiener contest. It's to look cool. It's to say that I have a lot of influence on that. But he has told a multitude of people this, Jason Shearer.
So from what I understand also, part of the job interview with Washington was Jed telling them that he would be good because he believed that they could bring a considerable amount of guys, and he did. He brought freshmen, but in terms of guys that are already on the team, I'm sure that he gave off the impression he would bring Noah and T-Mac and all that, and he's not going to.
And they said, no, we will have none of that. You can have some of these players, but again, you will not have all of them. We will give them a lot of kudos. Now, some of the other players to obviously keep an eye on throughout this that I think we were all very happy about was Matthew Lato was there, as was Raymond Polito. They were late arrivals, but better late than never. That looked good, at least that they were on the sideline.
Yeah, and I know there's some questions. Oh man, they're on the sideline. That could mean they're leaving. Lato had a wrap on his leg. Polito had a very clear limp. I'll admit, Tacario, I don't know the issue. He didn't have a cast or anything like that. I don't know. But the guys that were off to the side were all genuinely injured from what we could see.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about Damian Martinez actually bringing up Arizona. I like Damian Martinez. He's very good. The Oregon State running back has put Arizona in his top 4, but I do not want Damian Martinez. I've already got a stable of running backs that we are more than good with. I do not want Damian Martinez, no matter how good he is, Jason Shearer.
Look, I don't really know the whole story with Damian Martinez because the assumption by literally everyone is that he's going to Miami. Miami's doing an in-home with him tonight. I think that's before he's supposed to get on the plane to come to Arizona. Clearly, they're trying to get him to not go on that plane. I have a few texts out to see if they even expect him to wind up on campus. The Tennessee visit was already canceled. I don't see Damian Martinez coming here. I think if you could get him on campus, that's cool, whatever. But everyone thinks he's going to Miami.
All right. Now, again, listen. All right, Adam Prem. Adam Prem. This is very
good. Right. Adam's right, by the way.
You take him, I get it, but I would use that money elsewhere. That's the best way that I would put it. I love the running back unit. Period. Point blank. Jason.
You don't break the bank for him. Like, you don't say, okay, we're going to spend money on Damian Martinez, but man, it's going to be really hard to land a good lineman or a good corner or whatever. If you can land Damian Martinez for a reasonable price, you go out and do it, Mike. The guy's he's the top player in the portal.
All right, Rudy Martinez. Now, let's see here. Oh, Palmer Hoffman with a great remark. Does Damian Martinez know there are no Del Tacos in Miami? That's one of those things, after you sign the contract, there's probably some buyer's remorse.
Are there no Del Tacos?
I'm not sure. I did not know that there's no Del Tacos. Are there no Del Tacos in Seattle, by the way?
Right now.
Yeah.
There are. I don't think there are.
Holy moly, dude! Not a good look.
I'm looking. There are not any in Miami. Wow,
I cannot believe that. That is not that is not good. By the way, we got to give Ricky Garrett a very big shout out about Circle K yesterday. This with Circle K, get a load of this. He tweeted this at me. He said that he was on his way to Fry's to get gas, and he decided out of loyalty to Circle K, he was going to back the K and come all the way back to Circle K. That's got to give him a lot of credit on that one. Ricky Garrett is a real one. Circle K appreciates Ricky Garrett.
Yeah, hey, Ricky Garrett's, he is the inner circle.
All right. So again, they're, I don't know really what else to say other than the fact that if there's no Del Tacos there, and if you're in are there Del Tacos in Seattle?
I didn't see one, but
do you think that's another reason the Jets aged a little bit?
Let me see. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
Are there a lot of Del Tacos in Seattle?
Seattle itself, no, but actually, no, dude. In all of Washington, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Del Tacos in the entire state.
Wow, that's not good. That is not good. Wow. Kip Bennett, we are going to get to Deion Sanders here in a few minutes. All right, but now let's get back to some Arizona football, though. Again, you got to give Brent Brennan a lot of credit here because he's done a pretty darn good job of keeping this roster together. I mean, I think I was like everybody when you're like, all right, well, here we go. And especially, too, when you look at stats, when you look at schools where they've lost players, they've taken a significant chunk of players with them. That's not been the case. Again, you lost a few, but I got to give them a lot of credit.
I think people are realizing in real time, and I posted this on the board, that this coaching staff isn't stupid.